And in today's video, it's just gonna be a really quick one, but I saw this idea on TikTok and I really wanted to try it out and I thought it was super cute, so I was like, why not film a video as I'm doing it? But basically, I made this little top. Absolutely love the idea of thrifting and upcycling. I plan on doing a kind of like Nike upcycling, I guess, like series, because it's just what I've been into, and then showing you guys the things I do make. So be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for the rest of those. But other than that, let's get straight into this little DIY. Alright guys, so to start off this DIY, you're gonna want to choose some different fabrics. I also think it looks really cool when there's different textures or colors that contrast each other well. That's why I really liked this newsprint fabric that I thrifted, and then I also got this Nike dry fit top, and I really liked how the Nike symbol was embroidered. For this project, I decided that I wanted to put my design on this little white tee, but you can pretty much put it on any clothing piece that you want. So I started off by cropping that real quick just to make it more flattering. I then cut out a rectangle of the newsprint top that I would be using for the petals, and I also grabbed my Nike top and used a circular object just to help me trace a circle on this, because this is going to be acting as the center of your flower. Floating somewhere up in the clouds. Going out of ourselves, can you feel it? Almost like now that you can see the finished circle that I traced, I just grabbed some fabric scissors and tried to cut as close to the line as I could. Of course, I still got some of the marker on it, so I just trimmed that off the edges right after. Then I just took out the newsprint rectangle again, and then I laid the circle Nike symbol that I just cut out in the center of that. Then I just grabbed my marker once again, and I basically freehanded this, but you could also use a stencil if you wanted to, but I just traced the outline of what I wanted my petals to look like, and then I grabbed my fabric scissors once again and started cutting along these lines as closely as I could. Since I was smart and used the marker on the back side of the fabric this time, I didn't have to trim anything. Placing the Nike swoosh in the center, you can now see the flower resemblance. So now that we have our flower all cut out, I just laid my top back out and placed the flower exactly on the shirt where I want it. You could really place this anywhere, but I really like how things look in the center right now. So I just placed that down and I grabbed out some of my embroidery thread. I really like how the thicker thread looks, just so that you can see it, but you can also just use normal thread if you want. I started off by sewing down the center, so I used white to contrast the purple. I also used an embroidery hoop, which basically just helps to hold all the fabrics in place while you're sewing them. It's really not necessary, but I do recommend it because it does help a lot. From here on, it's pretty self-explanatory. I just used the white thread and sewed around the center using pretty thick and wide stitches so that you could see the stitching.
Drunk, I've never seen you clearer than now. We're flying high, floating somewhere up in the clouds. We're going out of ourselves, can you feel it? Almost like I don't know if it's real, cause when we're doing our thing, we're like wheels that won't stop turning.
After finishing up the center, the flower is pretty much held in place, so I grabbed out my other embroidery threads and tried to pick a purple that was as close of a match to the center as possible.
Oh, wasted. City lights are shining so bright. All these empty faces, we don't care about them tonight. We're going out of ourselves, can you feel it? Almost like I
then took off the smaller embroidery hoop and changed it to a little bit of a larger one just so that it would hold the shirt out nice and in place while I sewed the petals down.
Maybe just a little bit foolish, but I feel so young. Just go a little crazy and lose it. I don't care if we're done.
then I just used the purple embroidery floss and did pretty much the same thing and just sewed around the rim of all of the petals.
I know we're acting stupid, being dumb. Maybe just a little bit.
Once I finished off all the petals, I just tied it off in the back, took off the embroidery hoop, and this is pretty much done. I absolutely love how this turned out. It's such a quick and easy way to rework some stuff, and I love how customizable it is.
Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. If you do end up trying this out or anything else similar, make sure to show me pictures. I love seeing what you guys do. And if you want to see more upcycling or thrifting or a Nike vintage whatever remaking, I have no clue what it's called, videos, make sure to let me know that also in the comments. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.
I know it's getting late now, baby.